All right, what's up, everyone? Welcome to another video, Full Speed Impulse, and today we got the little budget build bike with us, and we're going to talk a little bit about that poll action that we put out. I was really surprised that you guys told me to keep this bike. I was actually shocked because right when we put the poll up, we actually put the bike up for sale too. And as the poll continued to rise, as you guys tell me to keep this, I was like, holy smokes, guys! Like, what is the reason you want me to keep this? Is it because you think that we're not going to do any more pit bike mods and all that? Because that's not the case. We still have our Klx110 here, and we have plenty of mods to do this thing. Plus, we have our other pit bikes too that we're going to continue to do mods with. We're just going to be adding other video footage in too. So here is the deal though. All right, so I actually already made a commitment with this guy to sell the bike to him. I don't know if he's actually going to buy it, but I'm not taking $1 less off our price. So if he buys it, then the Klx110 is sold and we're going to move on to other things. But if it's not sold, then we're going to keep it and we're going to do more mods. But in this quick video here, I want to talk about some of the mods that we would have done. All right, so after riding this bike a little bit and all that, we realized that we had the same issue we had with this bike, is a stupid stock carburetor. These things are really not great once you start throwing air box mods or air filter mods on them, because there must be, it messes up the turbulence or something inside the carb to where it just does not want to run right. You can get it jetted to run good on full throttle and ripping down the road, but as soon as you seem like you back off the throttle and it's on decel, it really becomes unhappy. So that would be our first thing, is putting a Mikuni carb on this thing. The next thing we're going to get into is the transmission. Shifting on this bike with the stock clutch, if you're a heavier rider, is no bueno. You'd either have to throw a heavy-duty clutch in that thing or go with the manual clutch setup. I do believe you can adjust this guy here on your firmness of shift. I've never messed with that stuff before. Never had to. And then the third thing we would do is probably put a aftermarket exhaust on. This exhaust here was a great video for you guys as far as how to do a budget exhaust. But after that point, I'd put an aftermarket exhaust on just to get a little bit more performance out of this bike. It does have plenty of performance now. And we did compare this bike actually to a stock Klx110 with a pipe versus this one here with the aftermarket, or with the custom stock exhaust and the custom airbox. And this bike still was faster, just probably because of that airbox mod and being jetted. So with the jetting and the slight mods here, this bike does rip pretty good. The only other mod I do for suspension is I take off that rear shock and I put a DDM rear shock in there with a 250-pound spring, because that BBR stiff spring on that stock is just super duper stiff, like crazy stiff. I guess if you're bombing this thing off huge jumps and all that, maybe it'd be doable being that stiff, but I'd say to spend the extra coin, get that DDM rear shock, and she's gonna be golden. So that would have been the mods that we would have done on this bike, and then we would have considered this bike good. So are we sad to see it leave? Absolutely. I hate selling bikes, but me selling this bike is going to help us continue to grow this channel and to get other bikes for it. So between like the enduro stuff we talked about, we also have planned on picking up an XR. I don't know what year, I don't know what size, but definitely gonna pick up something spicy and just do another good build with you guys, from the frame up, getting her all dialed in, running crisp, make her look good. You know the deal. This is stuff we enjoy doing, and that's the stuff we plan on doing for this channel, continuing onward, sprinkling in our truck content with our Jeep content, and maybe just a little bit of that RC stuff, you know what I mean? But I appreciate you guys watching so much, and you're gonna see from me selling this bike, it might be a small setback, if not even a setback, but it's gonna help us grow into getting more bikes and doing more stuff for the channel. So I appreciate you guys watching and all that, and I appreciate your opinion. We definitely didn't take it lightly. So like I said, if this bike didn't sell today, or if it doesn't sell, we're keeping it. So that's my agreement with you guys, but I appreciate you, and we'll see you later.